What's up, everybody? This is Robert with Trolling in Paradise, back with a new video. This is going to be the anticipated albums of 2025. You see, we are almost at 2025 now. It is New Year's Eve 2024 as I'm recording this. And hope everybody's had a great Christmas, and hope everyone has a happy New Year. And yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go over the anticipated albums 2025. First up is first big release is going to be out January 10th. It is The Halo Effect with March of the Unheard. That will be out on January 10th. And that will be the second album from the Swedish melodic death metal supergroup, which has former members of In Flames and the vocalist of Dark Tranquillity. I was a big fan of their debut from 2022, and I'm already wanting more from this band already. I'm hoping it's really good. I feel like it's probably going to be good. Next up is Vordruna with Berna. This is the sixth album from this Norwegian folk/ambient group that's comprised of some metal acts in there. It was formed by a former member of Gorgoroth, a black metal band, Gaul. Gaul is now out of the band now as of 2015. And it's a folk group put together by a metal artist. Berna is the follow-up to 2021's Kid Run, which came out in early 2021, right during a global pandemic, unfortunately. Berna is the sixth album from them, and it comes out January 24th. Next, the big release, Dream Theater, Parasomnia. That's out February 7th via Inside Out Music. 16th record from this New York-based prog metal band. And the first album since 2009 with original drummer Mike Portnoy. He makes his return on that album. And they already have two singles out now. They put out the first single for that in October called Night Terror. And they released a second single this month called A Broken Man. Night Terror had me hooked. I haven't heard A Broken Man yet, but I'm looking forward to hearing the rest of the album. And it's going to be a really dark record too. So yeah. Next up is a Ukrainian band called Ginger. The album is called Duel. That also comes out February 7th on Napalm Records. It is the fifth record from this Ukrainian metalcore act based out of Ukraine. Female-fronted band fronted by Tatiana Shmalyuk, who you may know she's done some guest appearances. She was on the last Decapitated record called Cancer Culture back in 2022 on the song Hello Death. She was on the latest POD album too that came out in May of this year. And Shmalyuk and company are back. And after almost 4 years since the last record, their last album Wallflowers in 2021, which was an amazing record. And since then, the band has gone through some hardships with the Ukraine being invaded by Russia and that war going on in there. And especially because Vladimir Putin decided to ruin it by invading the country. And most of the album is based on Putin's regime. Especially the album cover, the bullets and the blood being based on Putin, that whole thing. So yeah, this should be a really angry album. I'll probably review. Might have to suggest that as a joint review with Hector. Just a little collaborative review as opposed to an Is It That Bad? Next, Killswitch Engage, This Consequence. That's out the 21st of February. The ninth record from this Massachusetts metalcore act. First in 6 years since 2019 when they put out Atonement. I was not a fan of Atonement or the album prior to that, Incarnate. I got to see them, though, with Lamb of God in 2022. That was a great show. Jesse Leach on vocals. Jesse Leach is amazing. Hopefully, this new album is better than the last two records. It should be good. And Disarm the Descent from 2013 was really good. Hoping this one's the best one since Disarm the Descent. Next, got a couple more currently on the radar so far. There might be some more added in as the year goes on. Spiritbox, Tsunami Sea. That'll be out March 7th. It is the second album from this band out of Victoria, British Columbia, my hometown. Obviously. Female fronted act, Courtney LaPlante and her husband Mike Stringer on guitar, obviously, for that one. First full length with Josh Gilbert, formerly of As I Lay Dying, on bass. And amazing stuff I've heard about this band. I actually got to see them with Lamb of God as well on that same tour. And right after Josh joined. And that latest single that they put out is amazing. Josh Gilbert singing alongside Courtney. Really good stuff. Can't wait for the album. Hopefully I get to see them at the P&E Forum. I'll have to check, but it might be sold out. And so far, I know that it hasn't been announced yet. I know Alestorm's in the studio. They are recording the album right now. It's their 8th album, Thunderfist Chronicles. It is set for the summertime. And possibly, it's probably going to be out end of June, most likely. I know the group recorded the bass and guitar parts this month. They are going to be back in the studio at some point during January to do the drums, keyboards, and vocals. And finish the album in January. And then they'll probably get mixed and ready to go after that. Drums, keyboards, and vocals are done. The guitars and bass have been recorded now. Up next are the drums, keyboards, and vocals. And then that'll be it for the sessions. And some other stuff I've heard. Vector is in the studio. The drummer is doing his parts right now. Hopefully Anthrax puts out a new album. It's been almost 9 years since their last record. I have no clue what they're doing here, but I know Charlie Benante has been busy with the Pantera stuff. And Jonathan Donay, he's been busy with Shadows Fall, and they just completed a new album, which will be set for 2025. And yeah. Also, another band that's working currently set to release an album is King Diamond. The album is supposed to be called The Institute. It was delayed repeatedly because of the pandemic and other stuff. I got to see King Diamond live, and he did drop a new song called Spider Lily, which he teased the crowd with that when I saw him back in November. So there's that. Here we have 3 current Is It That Bad contenders. All That Remains, Anti-Fragile. That's out January 31st. I might suggest it for Is It That Bad with Hector from Chill Dude on the Couch. Architects, The Sky, The Earth, and All Between. That's out February 28th. Look, man, I have not been a fan of Architects at all. I've never been a fan of the band. My issue with Architects is Sam Carter's voice. Sam Carter has a very irritating voice. When he's screaming his lungs out on there, it just makes me want to turn it off because, yeah, it makes my eardrums want to explode. I hate Sam Carter's voice. It's nails on a chalkboard. It's annoying. I'll probably suggest it for Is It That Bad as well. Sky There With No Between for Is It That Bad because lately they've been doing more of the cleans, selling Octane core, selling cleans on there. There's on Sirius XM's Octane, which I know Metal Trenches hates that shit so much. So I'll probably suggest that Architects album for And Is It That Bad as well. And the last one is a March release. It is Lordi Limited Edition, out on March 21st via Reigning Phoenix Music. The 19th record from this Finnish metal act, dresses up as monsters. And man, is that album going to suck? I'll probably also suggest it for Is It That Bad for the weekend of March 21st. So yeah. And other unconfirmed stuff, I know Steel Panther might go in the studio in the new year to work on their 7th album, which will probably be out in the fall. If Steel Panther does release an album this autumn, I'll suggest it for Is It That Bad as well. Five Finger Death Punch is rumored to have another album out in 2025. I'll definitely suggest for Is It That Bad as well. But yeah, that is my anticipated albums of 2025. I'll see you later.